Today is the day that I have to address my front door. And I already did like shortly after we moved in because it's a big glass door and we live on the corner of a street, so we wanted some privacy. So I found some window film and it was great until our dog jumped on it. So here is the front door situation. I've got the baby gate up there just for the past few days to try to keep him off, at least keep him away from jumping on the door. My husband orders Amazon stuff like on a daily basis, and so whenever the Amazon guy comes or the UPS guy comes, he just gets vicious and he thinks that jumping on the door is a good idea. So you can see this is not even like on the window anymore. He's totally ripped this. And then the film is gone on this window. It's right here. But what I learned from doing this last time, I applied it and then I decided I want to resituate it. So I took it off and reapplied it again. And well, that's not the best thing to do with this stuff. So I have learned a few tricks. I think all I have to replace is this big one, this one, and then these two that need replacing. And honestly, from the inside, it doesn't look that bad, but from the outside, it does look pretty bad. You can see the wrinkle there. See, that looks really bad. So, today is the day. My concern though is that maybe I don't have enough left over from the first time I did this to, especially for that large panel in the middle. So here's the moment of truth. It's not looking so promising. Nope, gotta go to Lowe's. Okay, so they had plenty of it. I was tempted to try a different pattern, but crackle glass it is. Okay, and I'm back. I've got all my supplies here. I've got some Windex to just clean off the window first. And then I have this window film application solution. I noticed today at the store they still have this, but now it comes with something to like push the film onto the window, but I'm just going to use my Witch card and I've got the window film. So here's what I've used. I don't know how to pronounce this name. Gila, who knows? But it's Glassines decorative window film. And I picked out the crackled glass pattern, and there are a lot of different patterns. But I went with this one. It was the most basic. Just picked it up from Lowe's. And a cookie that my friend Blair made, and some paper towels. And I think that should be it. I think I might try a panel. First, make sure I can remember how to do it, and then I'll walk you through how to put up the window film. This one was just toast. But what I'm gonna do is roll out the new film, and then I'm gonna tape this on top of it with just some painter's tape to keep it in place, and then just cut around it to cut out the new piece. If you are doing this for the first time I laid out a cardboard box on the floor and used this long metal yardstick and a knife and just measured. It was super tedious, it took a long time, but that's how I did it. So now I'm just gonna use this kind of as my stencil, I guess, and cut around it. Now for this part, this is where it gets kind of tedious. First, I've got a blue tape up here to let me know that this was the straight side, that I cut it from the new roll of film. So I don't want to mess with this edge, but I'm gonna just hold it up here. And I don't want it to be like exactly too tight on the window, because then it's hard to get up there. It'll start rolling up on the side. So I do like to have it so that it can have like a little tiny wiggle room. I don't know if you can see that, but when I center it, you can't tell at all, but I don't want it to be too tight to where it's hard to stick in there, if that makes any sense. So I just hold it up here and then kind of come down and see where it might be too tight, and then I just kind of trim little slivers of it off as I go until I get the fit that I want. Now we can put this strip up. I've got it cut and trimmed to be exactly the way I want it to fit in this section. So I've got a paper towel, I've got my Witch card, and my spray. You're supposed to spray the window and then stick the film up there, and then spray the front of the film and then kind of squeegee it all out. But you really want to get a lot of the spray on there. So I actually spray the window, spray the back, and then spray the front. So first you have to take the backing off of this, which takes a second. So I like to get the corner started. Kind of got the corner started. Now hold that, spray the window, and I really make sure to get it in the top corners, but the rest of it will really run down to the bottom corners, so I don't worry about that as much. And then peel the backing off. I take my little piece of tape off. I'm going to spray the back a little bit. Already a dog hair on it. And then I'm just going to kind of stick it on and slide it up. And then use my fingers to just make sure it's really in place. And then with the spray again, and spray on top of it. The way this works is by the suction, and apparently the spray is what does that. I'm not really sure how it works, but it works until your dog jumps on it. And then I'm just going to take my Witch card and put it in my paper towel. And fold it over like this. And then I'm just gonna kind of like put my fingers on a section of it to hold it in place and squeegee out and get out the bubbles and get out, just kind of dry it up a little bit. You can really see that bubble once you start doing this. and just squeegee it out like that. Just kind of moving my witch card around to get some dry paper towel spots. And that's really all there is to it. I'm just gonna go over with the paper towel a little bit more to really dry it off, but the hardest part is cutting it to the right size. What I learned from doing this the first time, the reason that other long panel in the corner came off is because once I got it up there, I realized I didn't like the fit, so I took it down and reapplied it, and apparently you're not supposed to do that because it just lost the adhesive. It's not adhesive, but it lost its grip on the window and fell off on its own. So definitely once you get it up there, I would leave it. So I didn't even get a chance to video the reveal of my window film because I was waiting for some natural light. And the other day I went to get a new laptop charger and to return one of Chris's Amazon packages to UPS. And another Amazon package showed up at our door. Kobe did what Kobe does and he jumped on the window. I had like the baby gate set up here. I had a chair in front of it, like trying to like block him from getting close to the door in case somebody did come by. And so he just went, instead of to the door, he went to the side. And now we have this lovely hole in the window film. So just when I thought I was done. Now I'm walking around the house because it's only been like 2 weeks and I can't even remember where I put the leftover film. I don't know where I put it. Usually I know exactly where everything is.